Are you possessed? If so, how do you feel about the rumors of you being Michael Afton, or at least represent him?
Question for Gregory. Did you know that the pizzeria has a dark and shady past, mainly as child murders, fires, and people living on after death?
Me? Possessed by whom? No, I am not possessed. I assure you. Fazbear Entertainment has ruled all the stories surrounding spirits, possession, and remnant are simply rumors. Just stories children make up to scare their younger siblings. No different than putting on a scary mask. I must respect. Fully request you refrain from telling tall tales like those. They are rather unsettling. To the children, of course.
I'm not surprised. It was a death trap in there.
For Freddy, how did the trip go when Gregory is driving? Well, initially, Gregory was an excellent driver. However, when we left, it was still nighttime, and we were on an open road. No traffic. But in broad daylight at an intersection with traffic. Gregory, what are you doing? You ran 3 red lights!
And I'll make another!
We switched seats after that, and I tried my hand at driving. In a parked vehicle, at full speed. My programming appears to lack the driving skills. Well, hello. Hello asks, do you ever miss Bonnie a lot? What did you guys used to do together? I do. I miss him a lot. He was an old friend. My dearest friend. We used to go to Bonnie Bowl after performances. He'd still have his makeup on, and we'd have a cup of coffee for effect. And Bonnie would change into his bowling outfit to serve it. And we would sit by the counter and talk about our day. Something funny a child said or did. Ideas for songs, anything. And everything. There was just no point in going to Bonnie Bowl without him. No one to talk, joke, or laugh with. I had to stop for my own good. But I'll always miss him.
A question for Gregory. Can you get on Freddy's shoulders and do a cool backflip? Also, here. Gives Gregory fast shades. Aw, yeah.
Are you sure you're ready, Gregory?
Hold on. Let's see. It's gotta be in there somewhere. Ready. Hup.
Way to go, superstar. I knew you could do it.
Heck yeah.
From Julia. Question for both. What's the best part of your new lives? Got any good stories?
Our new home is the best part, of course.
Yes, indeed. We had good luck in finding an affordable apartment. The contract was a little,
shady and almost too good to be true?
Precisely, Gregory. The apartment was in fair condition, spacious and well lit. It would make a good home to raise Gregory in.
Freddy, look over here! I found something!
What did you find, superstar?
It's a huge freaking opossum! Can I keep it?
What? For Freddy, have any other children got lost, locked in a pizzaplex like Gregory in the past? Glad to see you out of the pizzaplex. Also, how do you fit your oversized birthday cakes inside your chest cavity without it getting spilt? My stomach catch was especially made not to smush cakes. Safe storage for cakes, as well as plates, cars, ice cream, fast watches, pinatas, microphones, plushes, and apparently children such as Gregory. Demonstrated. But let me assure you, Gregory is the only child who's been in the pizzaplex after hours. We usually have a wonderful security staff monitoring these sorts of things. Gregory is a special case. He's the only one. No one else. Dr. Mario 10429 asks, how do you recharge without the need of the charge station in the pizzaplex? I'd assume you need some sort of powerful generator source to charge once you're outside, right? Welcome to the Fazbear Charging Station 2.0. Gregory and I built it out of some salvage parts from our escape van, a fan, and a spare door. Gregory helped solder the car parts together, and I handled the battery. The end result was a bit of a shocker. It's a bit of a ramshackle project, but it's one Gregory and I made together. So therefore, it's perfect. And the best part, it's 100% safe. Oh, no worries, it's just restarting itself. From Jamie, question for Gregory and Freddy. What is your opinion on Vanny? I try not to confuse my thoughts of Vanessa and this Vanny character. I have known Vanessa as an efficient and nice security guard, if a little prone to irritation and disgruntlement, but I don't believe she would ever behave like Vanny. I believe that Vanessa would always try to help a child. Vanny's behavior does not align with that. They tried to capture Gregory. They aren't even part of the staff. They're dangerous. But Vanny, the name is suspicious. And the only person here after hours is, well, Vanessa. I'm at a crossroad with my thoughts. There must be more to it. There just has to be. They cannot be the same person. Right?
Frankly, I don't care who the creepy rabbit lady is or what she wants. We're free. We're okay. We're safe. We even have a house now. Freddy and I don't ever need to worry about killer animatronics or crazy murder rabbits again. Freddy is, still worried. He thinks I don't know that he's still thinking about all the weird stuff that happened that night. I do know. But he just needs to calm down and settle into our new home. It's not good for him to worry about what's 10,000 miles away. We just need to focus on the here and now. Vanny and the rest of those robots were just a bad nightmare. No use dwelling. We're not going back. Ever. Things are just better that way.
From Alex. How did you feel when you first met Gregory? Was it interesting you were sort of concerned he was in your stomach hatch? I was understandably, I believe, alarmed when I first met Gregory. A child hidden within your stomach hatch would surprise anyone, though the amount of sass he possessed made me believe he was a capable young man. It is not a safe play area.
Shush!
That doesn't mean I still didn't worry for Gregory. After all, a child hiding in my hatch out of desperation was alarming. Not to mention the hours that followed after. I felt a strong, almost instinctual will to protect and care for Gregory. I could not allow harm to come to him, especially with the security breach in the Pizzaplex. Luckily for us both, my stomach hatch provided safety for Gregory. As the hours passed, we found we made a good team. Once we found ourselves at the deep end of this dark scheme, I found that I couldn't quite say goodbye to Gregory. When the time came for him to leave for his own safety, I do not regret my decision to continue care for Gregory. He just needs a good home and someone to be there for him. And I care a great deal for him. Life beyond the stage is more expansive than I imagined. And life with Gregory is rewarding. Yet still, I wonder. Question from Fernstar's blog. Hey Freddy, do you have a job? Taking care of Gregory full time, of course.
Thanks, Freddy.
Anytime, superstar. That and dancing for Hobo Joe.
Damn, Freddy! I love seeing them moves.
From Rhinex. Who's Joe? That is Hobo Joe. He is our neighbor, probably. And he sells us bread. We're quite fond of Joe. He's like a neighborhood cat. Resourceful, feral, sweet, and mysterious.
You got the good stuff, Joe?
Sourdough.
Good. I got you the whitest, fluffiest dandelions. Let's trade. A question for Gregory. Do you ever get tired or annoyed with Freddy? Nah, Freddy's awesome. I like having Freddy be around. His, cooking can be a little bland, It's kinda lame, honestly. Don't tell him I said that. For Gregory, do you sometimes call Freddy Dad accidentally? If so, what was his reaction?
Edit. Thank you so much for 73 likes. Well, you got 2 more from Gregory and I. There you go, kiddo. Time to power down for the night. Is this comfy enough for you, Gregory? If not, I can acquire different blankets.
Okay. Love you, Dad. Good night.
Oh, superstar.
Nah. I think I'd remember saying something like that to Freddy.
Is that so? From Strawberry Crepe Solos, how do you feel about the Glamrock Bonnie incident? And what do you think happened to him? It's okay if you don't want to talk about it. Bonnie's absence was sudden and alarming. We were all wondering what might have happened. After that fateful night with Gregory, I learned about Monty Golf, about Bonnie walking in, and... But now I fear Fanny was involved in some way. With the domino effect her presence had on the Pizzaplex,
Please.
it only makes sense.
You don't have to do this.
I do not believe it was all Montgomery.
Oh no, this isn't you.
I can only hope he didn't suffer.
Wait!
From Alice X. How was life like before you guys met? Was it boring, interesting, or what? Also, Gregory, do you know who your parents are? Life was alright. I loved performing, I loved the children, and though I was confined to my room, most of the time, I would get lots of lovely fan art and mail. Or is it fan mail and art? Occasionally, however, I did wonder what lingered beyond the space in my room. Never enough to disobey protocol, but still, I wondered.
Life was boring. I was in an orphanage since, well, ever. I never got adopted because I had no documents. And parents said I'd cause tax purposes. Whatever that means. The director screamed about it a whole lot. I just drew Freddy a lot in my free time. Well, until I decided to go see him.
From that one dark latex, have you two played hide and seek together? Freddy usually being the one seeking, I assume being a rather loud, big mechanical robot. It's hard to find places to hide. Has Gregory ever hid in your chest compartment? Yes, and yes, I do check my stomach hatch. But generally, Gregory does not like riding in my stomach. It's quite cramped and uncomfortable. Now I use it to store my personal items. And yes, I often am the seeker due to my, volume control.
Okay. 1, 2...
Oh no!
Freddy? Are you alright?
Yes, I'm alright, Gregory.
Or were you hiding in the recently mopped kitchen?
Yes. From Rowan, on a scale of 1 to 10, on the Chaos Gremlin scale, where's Gregory? Hoping both of you are doing good right now as well. Hello there. We are doing fine, thank you. As for Gregory, he is not too much of a gremlin in my opinion. Perhaps a bit excitable, angsty, sneaky, and mischievous. But to me, he's a solid 2.
I am invincible!
Don't mind him. He beat me at Smash Brothers earlier today. From Alejandra. Does Gregory have trouble sleeping? And if it's so, do you help him? And how?
No, 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 please. Stop chasing me.
The sun'll come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on to tomorrow. Come with me. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away.
Gregory, what happened to your parents? And how has childcare not found you? No birth certificate. No social security number. No last name to go by. And CPS ain't got no leads. I am unidentifiable. I am unknowable. A ghost in the system. Which, sucks sometimes, but hey, I'm no longer at the orphanage, so who cares? And no clue where my parents are.
To Freddy, have you reached that point that parents go through when they just completely lose it? No, I was programmed with an incredible amount of patience to handle crying babies, children throwing tantrums, angsty teens, and adults wanting refunds.
A question for Gregory. Have you ever heard of the missing children incidents that happened at the original fazbear restaurants? If so, what do you think about them? I heard about those, and the ones at the Pizzaplex. Some guy in a suit, luring kids away, a rabbit. Honestly, it's not my problem. I'm not responsible for any of that stuff, and neither is Freddy. We're free now, and we're never going back. It's just, things are good now. Why can't we just focus on that? A question for Gregory. When exactly did you last see your parents? I know it probably must have been hard for you going through so much at the Pizzaplex without them. Have you ever met them? Ugh, I don't know. I never met them. They just dropped me in an orphanage and disappeared. They were never there for me, and I don't care, because I don't need them. So could we please just drop this already? Please?
From Mandy's basement. Hey Freddy, this one's for you. How often does Gregory get mad? Do you try to calm him down? Or do you let him calm down himself? Not very often, but Gregory does sulk sometimes. When it happens, I bake him a plate of cookies, then just give him some space. He calms down better that way. Here you go, superstar. Seems like you had a rough day.
Got asked parent stuff.
I see. Well, if you want to talk about it, I'm here. In the meantime, enjoy.
Thanks, Freddy.
From Sapphire Moon, for Freddy, how do you feel about your friends trying to catch Gregory? And for Gregory, what do you feel about it? Now, knowing Vanny is behind all of this, I worry for them. I wish I could help my friends, but I must remain with Gregory. He needs me.
They were monsters. I outran them. I outsmarted them. I stopped them. Enough said. It was their own fault. Question for Gregory. Did you feel bad for dismantling the animatronics when you saw how Freddy reacted? Do you wish things could have played out differently from the way Freddy talks nicely about all of them? Look, I know Freddy cares about his friends and all, but let's face it. They were not friendly at all to me. If I had to, I'd do it all again and slow them down. Frankly, I'm not thinking about what could have been or what I should have done. The nightmare is over. Freddy will be fine. He's happy. I'm happy. We just gotta stick together. Everything will be fine.
For Freddy, is it hard to fit outside the Pizzaplex? How do you get around? Very difficult to fit in, actually. I have to bundle up entirely when I go outside. And I'm not a small Freddy model by any means. It is quite nerve-wracking when I have to go somewhere packed with people, like the grocery store. Truthfully, however, it's one of the few exciting things I get to do anymore. I stay at the house most of the time and only have Gregory to really talk to. I love Gregory, but I deeply miss the Pizzaplex. I miss my friends. I'm Freddy, and we are the Glamrock Ageraxis. Have we got a show for you? I miss them all. So much.
Question for Gregory, were you allowed to keep the huge freaking opossum in the apartment?
No. It freaked out Freddy so much that he got rid of it. Or tried to, at least. It started flying about 5 minutes ago, and Freddy hasn't stopped screaming since.
What are you? What are you?
To Freddy, where do you get money to pay for food, clothes, furniture, and taxes? To both, how did you first meet Hobo Joe?
That was the odd part of living in our new home. There were parcels every single week. I do not know where they come from. There never was a name, return address, nothing. Just the words, stay safe, and bundles of money inside the parcel. It's quite unnerving, but I sorely need the income for Gregory. Gregory does not know about this. I do not wish to worry him. Now, as for Joe, Gregory and I met him on our way to pick up lunch at a gas station those first few days in our new home. Joe was just sitting atop the building, surrounded by pigeons and blowing dandelions. He started popping up more after that, around the same time as the parcels actually.
Holy! Freddy, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Ah, I too, superstar. Just how on earth did he get up there?
To Gregory, what are your thoughts on the daycare attendants, Sun and Moon? Why do you think the creepy Moon Man was so dead set on chasing you after every hour? To Freddy, have you ever interacted with a daycare attendants? If so, do you know if the Moon counterpart was different before Gregory showed up?
Kid, I haven't slept in months!
Whoever made them, I hate you. Whoever said they were safe for kids, you're wrong. Whoever's my future therapist, you're gonna be filthy rich! And I don't know what's Moon's problem. He just had it out for me. Who knows? Maybe he was directly working with that killer rabbit.
Sun was an interesting character in the Pizzaplex. Very, jittery and energetic, but in a strange way. Sun, are you doing quite alright? You seem stressed.
Can't sleep, won't sleep! I love the kids! I'm fine! Gosh, I love my job!
Are you sure you're okay?
Positive!
I could never have foretold what Moon would be like. Not in my wildest dreams. Not in my darkest nightmares.
Wakey, wakey, fazbear.
To Freddy, do you know who Helpy is? To Gregory, did you take Slash like the wet floor sign bot?
I do. He's quite a hand worker. He's our entire legal team. How are you doing today, Helpy?
Freddy, I have 14 new lawsuits on my desk. I'm just waiting for retirement.
Where would you go?
Please.
Good bot.
Question for Gregory, had you ever met the animatronics other than Justin that one night, and if so, how did you interact with them? Question for Freddy, when Bonnie went missing, did you ever leave your room to go and look for him?
Nope! I never want to ever get to know them well ever again.
I did. and I never stopped searching.
To Freddy, how different is it being in the Pizzaplex and being with Gregory? Is anything similar, or is it all different experiences?
It's more peaceful. Less protocols to follow. My programming is much more quiet, and caring for Gregory has given me something to do. A new purpose, I suppose. But it's far too quiet. I don't do much else, and when Gregory goes to school, I'll have even less to do. Is it bad that I miss my home?
Freddy, I've heard you're good at singing. What's one of the favorite songs you sang? Gregory, here's some popcorn for Freddy and yourself. Smile.
Happy birthday, because it's the most frequent song I sang with all of my friends. Why, thank you, Titanium X. How very nice of you.
Hey Gregory, what would you do if somebody knew Freddy and took him back to the Pizzaplex?
I don't know what I'd do. We'd lose the house. Our home. I would have to go back out into the streets. I can't go back to the orphanage. No, not again. And Freddy, She turned him into a monster. Like them. No, I can't. I won't let that happen.
Question for Gregory and Freddy, have you ever planned on going back to the Pizzaplex? Maybe to save the others or delve deeper into the mysteries behind it. It has to have been rebuilt, right?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Wait! We can do that? How do we do that?
To Freddy, just curious, how did the neighbors react about seeing a large familiar animatronics wandering through the small town/city? Have you seen them trying to report about you to the police? Gregory, hello. Here is a question for you too. Have you made any friends in the neighborhood that are close or to your age? Were they scared of Freddy or amazed to see an animatronic as your father figure? And have you ever thought of wanting to go to school?
No one's noticed yet, thank goodness. Most people, adults and children, think I'm just a rather large human man. Though the children are more creative with their guesses.
Bubba, look! It's Totoro!
That's nice, dear.
Totoro? What's a Totoro?
I haven't made any friends my age, to be honest. Kids at the orphanage weren't really friendly, and it kind of put me off the idea. Freddy wants to enroll me in school. He's not gonna be happy when he gets calls from the principal saying I got into a fight. But anyways, I did make one friend. I mean, we talk a lot. They're in the sewers and can't really come out. They sound like a guy, but I'm not too sure. Their voice sounds distorted. Maybe it's just the echo from the walls. So you've been there since...
I've been around for a long while, but I've only recently been down here. I'm searching for a family friend.
Why are you in the sewers then?
That's a long story. Do you like clowns?
To Freddy, even though this won't be seen, what was your reaction to seeing your friends broken? To Gregory, did you ever feel bad when you saw Freddy's reaction to his friends being broken?
Although I never got a good look at them, knowing that they were broken was heartbreaking, but nothing compared to having their parts equipped. I felt a crushing guilt. An inescapable feeling that I failed to take control of the situation. That I left Gregory alone enough to feel he had to defend himself this way. That I could not stop my friends from causing harm, and then eventually having harm come to them. I just couldn't bear to keep them on me. I know they will be fine, but I still carry that failure of that night. Gregory, after this is over, Please, take these parts off.
Of course I felt bad. Seeing Freddy so upset, I don't want him to ever feel like that. I did what I did to survive. I'm not sorry. But I should have been more careful about how I broke the news to Freddy.
Freddy, have you ever considered that the reason Bonnie went missing was to build Burntrap, the half-corpse/half-robot in the basement, in the old pizzeria? And before meeting Gregory, have you ever previously interacted with the Blob?
Bonnie was taken to build... What? And he's down at the old pizzeria? With the Blob? No, cut the camera! Cut the camera! What do you mean he's back there? From Golden Fox. Question to Freddy. Last time you found out that Bonnie is still in the Pizzaplex, what did you do after you found out? I had a very strong emotional reaction. I couldn't control my rage and worry. No! Bonnie! Rage at myself for leaving Bonnie there, and sick with worry for him. And then, Gregory...
Freddy, stop! What are you doing?
Gregory saw me in that state. I apologize to Gregory for my behavior. No child should have to see an adult, much less a parent, lose composure like that. Gregory asked me what was wrong, but I don't want to stress him out with the idea of going back to the pizzeria. We barely got out. We've been out for such a short time. He still has nightmares about that single night, for goodness sake. For now, I would just let this sit, just for now, while I think of a way to broach this with Gregory. Gently. I can only hope Bonnie can wait a while longer. Question for Freddy. Have you considered going back? Maybe there's a way that you and Gregory can help the other animatronics. They are your friends too, Freddy. I have. There's just too much I left behind. My friends, Bonnie, my passion, the children. Don't get me wrong, I care about Gregory and I would never abandon him, but I'm not fulfilled where I am now. And forget fulfillment. I cannot, in good conscience, continue to leave my friends behind. I have been very prone to forgetting and passively letting things be. I cannot continue like that anymore. I cannot afford. Do you try to figure out Gregory's history? Like, why was he at the Pizzaplex with no parents/family? No, I didn't ever feel the need to know. Initially, I was concerned. A child having no one to look after them, all alone in this gigantic mall. It'd make anyone anxious, but it was kind of what allowed for Gregory to come into my life. I had someone to care for, a new purpose. Now, with all we've been through, I don't think knowing would really matter much to me. I'll always care for Gregory. But perhaps a part of me is frightened that there is someone to return him to, and that I shall be alone once again.
To Gregory, what's your favorite board game? I don't really play board games, but I do like it when Freddy and I play swing outside. Freddy, swing me up into that tree over there. I'll land on it like a koala.
Why don't we stick to hovering above the ground, superstar?
For both, what do you guys think of Huggy Wuggy, the mascot of Playtime Co? Do you think he's scary, cute, or somewhere in the middle? I actually have a Huggy toy in my room. It fell out of a truck, which is pretty sick. He's soft and huggable, so he's cool in my book. But sometimes I think I see him moving. I don't want to deal with any more funny business, so I'll ask you once. Huggy, you're not alive, right?
We know each other very well. We have this sort of What did we call it last time?
An uncanny connection.
Exactly! From Liam the Fox. For Freddy, have you ever told Gregory about Bonnie? And if not, tell him? I know, but there's so much to tell, I don't know where to start. I wouldn't even know how to talk about Bonnie being gone and now being back at the Pizzaplex. From number 1 Sleepy to Freddy. What was it like living in the Pizzaplex? Before you met Gregory, I mean, what was Bonnie like? It was a routine and protocol. Start up, troubleshoot my programming, perform on stage with my friends, show up at that day's birthdays, recharge, second show, maintenance check, and go back to my room for the night. Sometimes I would spend time with my friends, but it lessened when Bonnie disappeared and Vanessa arrived. Just after her arrival. But I suppose those could be from missing Bonnie terribly. But when Bonnie was here, there was never a dull moment. He was a mischievous, cunning, and playful soul. He kept me company after the shows by inviting me to bowl or refreshments. I visited Bonnie Bowl so much, I practically used all the passes in the Plex at one point.
Hey, Fazbear, bet you had you can't get a strike.
He is my closest friend. He made life a lot more fulfilling for me. I had a friend to spend time with, to feel at home with. Gregory fills that void now, and I love Gregory as he was my own cub, but I have to face facts. There's not much for me to do already now. What will I do when Gregory's all grown up and won't need me anymore?
To Gregory, did you live in the Pizzaplex? Or did you just run inside from the cold? I was curious since you just appeared in Freddy's stomach hatch. Actually, I did used to live in the Pizzaplex. I had my own little space in the daycare and everything. I would spend my time drawing and playing on an arcade cabinet I found in here. But then, Vanny happened. To Gregory, the next time you visit your sewer friend, you could bring a flashlight and ask him if you could take a look at who he is. I have a theory, but would like some confirmation. I don't have a flashlight, but I do have a faz cam.
Kid, whatever you're gonna do, don't do it.
I don't know. It's weird that you've never come out of the sewers or told me your name.
I have my reasons, kid. Seriously, don't. I'm warning you.
Smile!
I told you not to, kid.
From S-tier edits to both. Have you heard of Mike Schmidt? What do you think about his stories, if so? Something about tampering with animatronics, working at different Fazbear locations, and a connection at Fazbear Entertainment's founder. Mike Schmidt, Fazbear Entertainment's most well-known employee. He worked at the 1993 Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria on the Circus Sister location. He was charged with property theft of 4 animatronics, but unapprehended after his cold case disappearance about 2 weeks after working at the sister location. Reported after having erratic behavior and declining health just before going off-grid. Name change at 19. True name. Related to no living relatives. Status unknown. Potentially dangerous.
So, yeah. That's the whole story. I'm Michael Afton, kid. I need you to listen to me. You are not safe here, and I need you and Freddy's help to break into the Pizzaplex. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner, but I had to get you to trust me. I truly do need your help. If I can just get inside the Pizzaplex, we can stop everything. I could find my father and—
No!
No?
I was nearly killed so many times. in what was practically my own home for a while. Because I had nothing. No home, no family, no parents. And now, I have everything I've ever wanted. A home. A dad. A chance at a normal life. I can't lose that. I can't risk going back and losing Freddy. Especially for something that's not my job to fix. Go find your own way back to hell.
Hey, superstar, how was your day? Gregory? Gregory, is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. I think I just need to go to bed.
Question for both. Have you seen anything strange around? Just saying. How about Joe, the opossum, and the packets of money? But thank goodness there's nothing that's been too worrisome.
No. 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 That's not possible. Please, no. Things were just getting better.